At school, again, I was a clown. Like I was cussing. Like I went to a predominantly black school. See, especially me, I'm the only black member of staff in the school, so they love me, mate.
Okay, so your school lacks diversity then, obviously.
Oh man, yeah, very much, yeah. Like even the first day I went there, like some of the kids were saying, "Oh, sir, where you from?" I said, "London." Oh, do you know Stormzy? I said, like, really? Well, it's a dark story, really. My both my parents, they passed away in 2016 suddenly.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another edition of Behind the Funny. This week's guest, we have one of the up and new coming talents, Marcus Tisson. And people, this one you got to watch out for. Welcome, please, Marcus Tisson. Marcus, how you doing, my man?
What's up, Vinny, brother? You all right, yeah?
I am indeed. So you like my intro? I saw you move into the intro.
Yeah, very good, mate. Really good.
Very good. All right, Marcus, what made you get into comedy?
Well, it's a dark story, really. Both my parents, they passed away in 2016 suddenly. In 2 months, I lost both parents, and then that kind of made me think, you know what, life's too short. Like I don't want to wait till. I've always loved comedy from a young age. I've loved Eddie Murphy, obviously, the GOAT, and kind of like been a bit of a joker myself, a class clown. Between my friends, I've been funny, and I thought, you know what, when my parents passed, I thought, let me try and bring this on stage. So I applied for a bit of a Comedy Virgins. It's like an open mic thing. I applied for there. I had done 5 minutes, done well, and ain't looked back.
Okay, so when did you start then? When did you start?
Probably, I think it was September 2017. I started doing open mics and that. Yeah, so I started really late in the game. I taught some comedians and they started when they were like 18, 17. Bloody hell, well, I'm old, like, compared to like that, yeah. It's about 7 years now.
Okay, 2017. Now I'm going to take you back a bit. I'm going to take a bit back and find out a bit about your background, how your character is, because we'll get on to later how I describe you. But yeah, which is but let's find out what was you like, probably at school.
At school, again, I was a clown. Like I was cussing. Like I went to a predominantly black school. And you know what we're like, especially with the boys. Like my group of friends were really like, we were the kind of like the cool kids, and just cussing, that's non-stop, like mum jokes, just cussing. Like you got like your shoes are torn up, you're getting cussed. If your blazer hat was like your clothes weren't right, you're getting cussed. Like East London was brutal for cussing. Like amount of flats be how I had, because like they couldn't take it.
Well, the mum jokes. Well, you can't really do them now, because if you do them now,
you can't do them now. But back then there was a thing that was minor. You know what I mean? Some boys like couldn't take it, but when they lose, like I mean, it's ego, innit? It's ego thing.
Did you ever lose?
No, not really. No, I was like kind of like brutal. Like I was like, I was, because I was really animated. So I'll do the actions and that. So, and all like, obviously the girls are like, ooh, and the boys didn't like it, man. They always wanted to, after school, we'll split after school. But I never lost, mate. I was just, like, I was too quick. And I was just too animated.
Tell us one of your favorite mum jokes.
Oh God, favorite mum jokes. Gee, that's a good. I put me on the spot here.
Well, you're the one who's the king at it. So
yeah, but back then, like, looking back now, they were dead. The jokes, like, what's one of them? One I used to say all the time. I was like, you're so ugly. Your mum looks, when you were born, your mum looks at you and said, I can't remember now. No, you put on the spot. No, I ain't saying the joke.
It's all right. I won't try to get it for you. That's way back. That's way.
I'm 45 now, mate. I left school a long time ago.
It so happens that, you know, when the podcast finishes, you probably remember.
I know.
So from school, what did you go on to do?
I didn't go to college. I think I went to sixth form. I studied business, NVQ2 in business. and then I done it for about a year and a half, and then when I was about 17 and a half, I've done a for the local council in East London. I worked for the local newspaper as a media and public relations officer.
There you go.
I was young, like, it was like an apprenticeship. I didn't stay. I stayed there for about a year, and then I had opportunity to work for Kiss FM back in the day, like 1999.
Sorry, was
It was
owned by Gordon Mack back in the day?
Yeah, back then, Drew Sapong, I worked with. There's Fat Freddie M on like, Street Boy. You must be with him. And back then, like, it was in Caledonia Road, I think it was. I worked for the sales team selling tickets for clubs and that. Yeah, man. So actually, like, academically, I didn't go uni and all that.
So why didn't you continue in journalism? It's almost like you was a journalist, really.
I get really bored. Sorry, really quick. I felt I got ADHD. Like, I got really bored really quick, and it was like really like office weren't really for me. The office kind of, there's really a lot of and the way people talk to you, like especially when you're kind of an intern kind of thing. I didn't like it the way some of them people were talking to me, like talking down on me. I didn't like it, so I left.
Okay, so you say you do you have ADHD, or is it just?
I'm not. I'm self-diagnosed, man. I've definitely got something. Everyone, my mum said, my girlfriend says it. I can't sit still. Like even when like writing the jokes and that, I can't. Some comedians can sit there and like rehearse. I can't do it, man. I just can't sit still too long.
No, but I understand that because you're very, like you say, you're very animated. And
yeah,
people, when you see this guy on stage, you know he is animated. Yeah, animated.
I know, man.
So the journalism was out the window, and then what did you do from there?
I've done a lot of stuff, mate. I was a French polisher for a couple of years. Like, I worked for Boots. I worked in Next, the clothes shop. I worked there for a long time. I started as a sales assistant. I became a manager, a men's floor manager in Next, and then what else I've done? I worked for Plant Falls, going around Liverpool Street, like maintaining the plants. And then I got into the education in schools as a mentor, and I've been there since. It's been like 18 years now.
As a school mentor.
Yeah, I work one-on-one with kids who like Asperger's, autism. I used to work with Down syndrome children. That's kind of as a mentor, kind of one-on-one with them. That's like they got a lot of behaviour issues, so that's keeping them on task in lessons and doing one-on-one lessons with them, helping them with their academic work. Yeah. Okay,
so tell me, why would you help a child who has, the disorder syndrome, and you want to try and teach him, but he's very disruptive?
Mate, you just need to get on a level, be patient. Patience is a virtue, I'm telling you. You just like don't shout at them. That's once they get that trust with you. Once they get that trust, that they kind of easy. My job's easy. You're just getting that trust and knowing that they can confide in you. And you're not like, I mean, I'm quite a cool. I'll say a cool guy. Like, so they kind of gravitate to me. Like, I got the tattoos. I dress well. I'm like got the Cockney accent because I work in Portsmouth, so I'm from London originally. So when they see, especially me, I'm the only black member of staff in the school, so they love me, mate.
Okay, so your school lacks diversity then, obviously.
Oh man, yeah, very much, yeah. Like even the first day I went there, like some of the kids were saying, "Oh, sir, where you from?" I said, "London." "Oh, do you know Stormzy?" I said, "Like, really?"
That's it. Back in my day, they used to say, "Yeah, man, I love music. Yeah, Bob Marley's my greatest." Like he was.
That's what I know.
You know what I mean, okay, so you was in the school, you was mentoring for, you said 18 years.
I'm still doing it now. I still do it now.
Oh, you're still doing it now? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. As a main job, or is it like a sideline?
That's my main job. And on weekends, I DJ on weekends.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I do a lot of stuff. I'm in a band. I'm on a radio station down here as a presenter.
So tell me about your DJ stuff. How's that going for you, DJing?
Yeah, good. I'm booked up all year. Most weekends, like it's good, especially like down here, like where I play R&B, soca, hip hop, and that. It's quite rare down here, so I always get booked.
You must invite me to one of your gigs one day.
100%, man.
So you've gone on to that, and so you said, "All right, I want to do comedy." What was what was your first show like, and where was it?
My first show was in South London, Comedy Virgins. It's like
you did mention that, yeah.
yeah, but it's fine. You get 5 minutes to get like 10, 15 comedians. It's a bigger, like bringing lights in it. It's a bring someone and stay to the end. So I done 5 minutes. I done really well, I done really good. I did, like, again, I was so nervous. I got so drunk because I was so nervous. But they really liked me, and that's why I think that's why I continue doing it. I think if I would have bombed, I wouldn't be here now.
Okay, tell us about one of your occasions when you have bombed.
Recently, man, I drew the Booker show. About 2 months ago. 2 months ago, I've been performing down here so much in front of a kind of predominantly white audience for about 3 years. That was the first time I've been back to the black circuit, and I've done the wrong material. I've done the material I do down here. I should have done that. Okay. You know what I mean? It didn't go down. I didn't bomb, but I did kind of bomb. It didn't go down too well. I bombed a bit, man. And bombing in front of black comics, it's hard because they make it worse afterwards. There's no sympathy.
When you say make it worse, what type of words are we talking about here?
Well, obviously, Comic Vic, he was there and he see it, man. Oh, he didn't let it go. But I think black comics we've got no sympathy. Like there's no sympathy. Or it's all right, mate. Like, it's all right next time. Nah, but you're getting cussed. But I love it. I love it though. It's part of the job. It's part of the. That's why I love the black circuit. But I definitely will come back and then like take my material up. And I forgot myself a bit because I've been down here so long.
Okay. What do you think it was that you had to tweak from doing the?
It's just more relatable stuff to the black audience. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah, but if you look at all the comics, like I was watching all the comics before and after me, and I was thinking everyone's all talking. But sometimes in the black circuit, sometimes you get, I believe, I must be honest, you kind of the same stuff you get spoken about. Sometimes it gets a bit tedious. Sometimes, but I love the black circuit. I think it's definitely much more for me, and I find it more funny because I can relate to it. To be honest, I love on the more of the white circuit. Sometimes when they get into the politics stuff and stuff I don't really understand, I don't find that funny, but it's comedy subjective, isn't it? So it's different.
I hear you. You see, my advice to you on that one would be, Marcus, just to carry on doing your style, regardless of who you're in front of. Yeah, of course. It's not for the audience to not understand you. It's what you believe in. Then you'll be fine. That's my advice to you. On that.
I appreciate it. Obviously, you've been in the game for a long time, so any advice I definitely will take on board. Because also I believe that even though my set didn't do well with that audience, then sometimes you can do the same set in front of an audience, you do it okay, and then do it again in front of another audience, and you'll smash it. So it depends on the people who are there as well.
Yeah, well, I agree to a certain point. I play both circuits, but I don't actually change my material. What I find I might change is my wording. I tweak my wording.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
So you've experienced. What do you think about cancel culture?
Boy, this day and age, like this kind of a snowflake. Yeah, well, I think it's stupid. I think it's stupid because it's like 1 week the cancel culture, and then the following week they're like, look at the Gucci thing. What happened? The whole thing about Gucci, cancel Gucci. Rappers doing it, people, and then the next week they're wearing Gucci. Like, it's just dumb. The whole Stormzy thing, they want to cancel Stormzy. Listen, man, got 4.5 million. Let's put your name on the burger. I'm doing that, man. I don't care. I'm selling out. I'm a sellout. Come here, sell out.
You're there to make money, bro.
Listen, Pete, would you do it? 4.5 million to put your name on some nuggets.
Hey, I'm not telling you that on this. I ain't doing that on this podcast, bro. I told you. So, Marcus, so you got into the comedy thing. What's your what's your height at the moment? What you find was, that was a really, really good show for me.
Say that one more time, sorry.
Have you been at a place or a venue and thought to yourself, wow, this is a really good gig? And where was it, type thing?
Backyard Comedy Club. I remember a few years back. I think it was Mo Gilligan doing the book. I think Kane Brown, and yeah, that was really. I think every time I've been there, that place is really that's like all the top UK comedians. I think, damn, but I'm not lucky to perform there myself. So and Top Secret Comedy Club as well. I ain't performed there. I love to, but that's something. Wow, it's kind of yeah. That's definitely on my bucket list.
So these are the clubs that you want to do, yeah?
I've done Backyard, but Top Secret I ain't done. No, I ain't done yet. But that's something on my list to do. And obviously the Comedy Store, but that's the long way away.
What do you hope to achieve in comedy?
To really have it as my main job, to kind of provide it being my main job. You know what I mean? Let's leave it. I love education, but to leave that and to entertain, and it to be my a pro comedian. You know what I mean? So to live off it, to do this as my job every weekend because I love doing it. That's my ambition.
I like that. With the attitude, we say you love doing it. So what's going to be next for you then? What's your next big project?
Next big projects I've got. I think I've got a big show down here. I'm doing down here. Richard Blackwood's headlining it. I live in Portsmouth, so that's kind of my biggest one. Like at the moment, that's in May. I think we've got like 2 tickets left and it's sold out.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah, well, Richard Blackwood, man. I think 90% of ladies, women, like old white women. So it's easy to sell. You know what I mean? Pretty weird, like, hey, so yeah, they ain't coming to see me.
I don't think like the word old is gonna hit. Ooh, really?
Oh, mature.
All right, here we go. Well, you're a comedian. You're allowed to do that. Now, you also act. I've seen you do some acting. Where did that come into play, and how did that come into play, and how do you use
I've done about 4 years ago. I've always, again, loved so comedy. I think it comes hand in hand acting. And again, I love the US comedians. And even notice in the US comedians, they're always comedy than acting in it. I don't think the UK, we don't do that here. So I've always kind of had that template, that kind of blueprint to do that. And then Freddie Nwaka, I know you've heard of him. I reached out to him on Instagram. It's like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe. And he put me in a project as an extra. And then in between the scenes, I was just being me, being with my mad self, and he kind of liked that kind of energy. So he phoned me and goes, "I've got projects for you, like called She's the One with Kane Brown stars in it, actually." And I played like a kind of a pizza delivery man with a bad stammer.
Yeah.
And that went really well because even for doing a take, we had to do about 20 takes because the cameraman and the people in the back kept on cracking up and ruining the takes, innit? That was my first film, and then the following year I got opportunity to be in Yes Man, which is a kind of London gang film. I play a crackhead in that.
Can I just stop with you? Yeah. A lot of people are going to say, "How come you keep playing these bad parts?"
I know that's true. I must do a good job. I must do a good job, man, because I always play these weird, like kind of mad people, like but it was a good opportunity again, and then. Yeah, so I filmed 2 years ago with Peter Andre. I play his housemate. I play like a bit of a coconut, like a black guy thinks he's wet. But that's in the works. It should be coming out soon, hopefully, because we filmed about 2 years ago. But I think they're waiting for someone to pick it up, like Netflix or Amazon Prime to pick it up.
Okay, wow. See, so you've done quite a lot for a short space of time, and that's probably why you're on here, because I think that you're a very valuable asset to the comedy industry. Describe your style, Marcus.
My style?
Yeah.
Hectic, that's energetic, unfiltered. Yeah. I've got a lot of work to one thing about me, I'm kind of, the last few years I've changed a bit. Like, I've changed, but I'm still energetic. But before I had no structure in my material. And I remember Quincy, you know Quincy, innit?
Yeah.
I remember before he'd see me, he goes, "You're good, Marcus, but you've got no structure. Like, you say one thing and you say another thing, you need to have a kind of a structure." That's something I've worked on and I'm getting much better at. But with the energetic, with the madness, that's still me. Yeah.
I describe it to people if I have to tell them that he's quirky. Yeah, he's
Yeah, quirky. I'll get that.
Very, very quirky on stage, and you just have to go with him.
Yeah, 100%.
Because it's him.
Yeah, 100%.
Hence why I keep saying to you to keep to yourself, because
Yeah.
there is no one else sort of like you that's kind of quirky, manic, expressive on stage.
Yeah.
And that's a unique thing for you. So keep to it regardless of who you're performing in front of, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Again, coming from you, someone like you who's like been in the game so long and respected, it means a lot. Like, I mean, even before I see Rudy Liquid, I've done a show for him, and afterwards he gives me praise, and then I feel really honoured, because in the comedy game I feel there's people out there who ain't been doing it that long, and there's big egos. And I'm thinking you're not even up there. You're trying to, you know what I mean, have this ego, but the people like you, Rudy, Kane, who have been in the game for so long and respected, you're so humble, and I feel that means a lot.
Okay, thank you, bro. How often do you write your material?
Only when it comes up in my head. Sometimes I wake up at night time about like 2 a.m, and I'll put this idea and I'll put it in my notes in my phone, or I see something. So there ain't a time, there ain't a thing. Like, it's only when it comes in my head, like, or I'll see something, but I'll put like a little bullet point down.
So do you write a comedy, or should I say, do you deliver your comedy like using bullet points as your references?
Yeah.
Or do you write the whole joke?
No, I'll do bullet points, and then I'll practice like a week before a gig, or a few days before a gig. I'll write bullet points, what we're talking about, the order, and then kind of practice like about 20 minutes late in the evening, and then I'll just go with it.
Good, that's good stuff. How do you deal with criticism? I can't even say the word myself.
Criticism. When I first got in the game, I took it personal. I took it personal. Kind of fumed about it. Then after a while, it's part of the game. It's part of, you put yourself out there. You're gonna get criticism. You know what I mean? So I don't really care. Like, I'm very thick-skinned now. I don't care what people say, because I'm winning anyway.
Okay, and what about people giving you good advice? How do you take that on board?
I take it in. I use it. Like, if I find it's going to help me, I'll definitely use it. That's one thing I've always been. I want people to give me advice. You know what I mean? If it's bad, negative, or good, you know what I mean? To kind of help me, because I'm still new at this. Even though I've been doing it like 7-8 years in the comedy world, that's still quite. It's new. It's not like, you know what I mean?
I'm glad you recognise that, because some people don't actually recognise that 8 years in the comedy industry is still very young.
Yeah, someone said to me the comedy is like the age, like, so I'm 8 years old basically.
Yeah, in the comedy industry.
Yeah, but they always do new comedians. They think they can. Oh, like, I'm getting the game, I want to be famous. No, mate, like, don't get in this game if you think you're going to be famous, because you probably 9 out of 10 you probably won't. Like, you do this because you love the art. I love the art. I love making people laugh. You know what I mean? And the reason I'll speak to a few comedians who I know from down here, and they've been in the game for like 8 months, and they're telling me already that I'm going to be on the Apollo next year. And I'm thinking, like, really?
But sometimes you never know, man. One might get a lucky break. You
never know, but I think you need to really be realistic. You know what I mean? You're an open mic comedian. You've not even done a big show, and you're talking about Apollo. So let's be realistic. You know what I mean?
Who are some of your favourite comedians, Marcus?
Famous or in the UK, America?
Either or.
Big up Junior Booker, because he was one who gave me a first opportunity to bless his stage at remember the 48 bar?
Yeah.
Me and my mate Dino is another comedian. We could create that every week, and that was a tough one as well. So that kind of molded me into being the kind of comic I am, because luckily I didn't get booed. I done well every week, and he gave me an opportunity as well to do that. And even to this day, he's always blessing me coming to my show. So him, like, even you, like, I mean, seeing you like on stage, that's killing it, and you're very calm, and so opposite of me.
Probably.
You're very calm, and because I feel sometimes I talk quite fast, innit? I talk really fast, and you're opposite of me. You're like, so seeing you, that's that kind of ease in it. Like, it's very good. Kane Brown, amazing what you see in him, what he does. Yeah, that's the kind of in the UK kind of people who I know. When it comes to the kind of the celebrities, we call it. I'm a big fan of in the UK of what's his name again?
You're a fan of him. Oh, and you don't
Yeah,
know his
I don't know his name. Mickey Flanagan.
Okay, Mickey, yeah, I know Mickey.
Yeah, because I'm from East London and I can relate to him a lot. Because he's from Bethnal Green, I'm like 2 minutes from him. So I can relate to him a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Mickey on here. Trust me, I'm gonna get.
Yeah, but he's amazing. That's the only kind of comedian I really rate was a pro. Obviously, the Judy Loves and that, but in the US, definitely Bill Blur. I'm a big fan of him.
Yep.
Obviously Eddie Murphy. But Eddie Murphy, can you really call him a comedian now? Because he done 2 specials like 40 years ago.
He's still a comedian, but he's just not an active one on stage.
Yeah, as a comedian. Obviously, Cat Williams. Obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the kind of all the black kind of US, Mike Epps, all of them.
So your name,
got too many.
But in America, they've got many.
Got too many, man.
So many.
Too many.
You're naming the ones that you will probably often see pop on TV. But if you ever get the chance to go over there and go to New York, where it's like a hub of where all the comedians.
I definitely want to go there one day.
Take a look, and you'll see some amazing comics. You think, wow, yeah. Same like it's over here, but you don't get to see.
Also, sorry, Ali Sadiq. Ali Sadiq's really good. I like him.
Okay.
Yeah, great storyteller. Great storyteller.
Let's talk about stories. Are there any stories that you avoid when you're doing comedy?
Yeah, I don't talk about things like anything about rape or paedophilia, suicide. Obviously I don't talk about really like unless it's I'm talking about my mother. But yeah, I don't really talk about that kind of politics. I don't do politics because I don't really understand it, so I don't talk about it. And I find it boring. Apart from that, everyone's getting it.
Yeah, no, everyone's getting it. You mentioned suicide, but when you mentioned it with sort of a deep endearment towards it.
Yeah, my mother, mother, yeah, she took her life. That's why I started doing comedy. She took her life in August 2016. Yeah, man. Still affects me now. Obviously, I've developed PTSD. I've like nightmares sometimes. Because she jumps in front of a train. So that's really that kind of trauma. Really affected me, my family. But yeah, it still affects me now. I'm much better now, 8 years down the line. But obviously, you losing a mother to that kind of like that is really hard.
Has it made you a stronger person, Marcus?
Oh, 100%. 100% made me a stronger person because 2 months later, I lost my father after, so I lost both in 2 months. So it definitely made me a stronger person. That's really strong person. There's not a lot what can really affect me. Like I've been through. Yeah.
I hear you, bro. I hear you. And my demons go out to you. What was I saying to you? What do you plan to do next in terms of comedy? Is it comedy, acting? What do you plan?
It's both, really. Both hand in hand. I want to really just do more shows. I want to do more shows in London. More shows in London, definitely. It's just getting on that stage. You know what I mean? Sometimes these promoters, if you've not got that kind of name, it's really hard to get on stage. But I must have carry on doing shows I can get on. That's like building my craft and getting better. I just enjoy performing. It don't matter where it is. Like I performed in a pub in front of 10 people. I performed in like a club in front of 300 people. But I do prefer the intimate gigs more. To be honest with you, see people in their face and see their eyes and see the reactions. I do prefer that than the big gigs. Obviously, the big gigs are good for your CV, but I do love the intimate gigs. But my next step is just to kind of get better and one day just get on that stage, that comedy store stage, that Top Secret, and with the acting, just get better and one day be on Netflix or you never know. So I got acting class as well. I got acting class every Sunday.
Okay.
So kind of build so I've got a lot to learn with acting. There's a lot to learn. It's not that easy, and yeah, we're learning scripts and remembering. That's one thing about me. My memory is sometimes not that great. So if I got to get my agent to send me a script and it's a lot of dialogue, a lot of times I kind of I've rejected scripts because I think that I can't do it. That's something I need more confidence on in the
Okay,
acting.
that's
Yeah,
great. But how do you plan to get over that? Because is that hindering you at the moment?
yeah, it is a bit
Mm.
because I've lost a few roles because I've not script because there's too much dialogue. I just need to learn that, and that's have more confidence, I think. And I think I'm more of an audio learner, so what I might do is just read it and listen to it instead of looking it at a script.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's definitely one way that you can do things.
Mm.
And I wish you the best of luck at that, man. I think you're going to be.
Thank you.
Honestly, I believe that you're going to be a great actor. I really do.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
And one of them comedian actors that you go, this guy is funny. This guy is funny, man. And take
That's what I mean.
that's what I'm visioning that for you. Also, do you think there's an expiry date in comedy?
Oh, hell no. That's one thing I like about comedy and acting as well, because it comes hand in hand. There's no expiry date. Ain't like I'm a footballer, you know what I mean, or you know what I mean, in athletic a runner. Like there's no date. You can be 80, 90. Look at Morgan Freeman. He's about 135. He's still acting. And
Oh God. So okay, there's no expiry date.
look at you, Bob. Oh, you 78. Who's the pudding?
So this man has the audacity to say he thinks he's going back in the day when he's talking about mum and dads. I am the don't do that to me. Oh, I would make you look funny on this podcast. Marcus, I knew before I had this it was going to be an enjoyable podcast.
Thank you, man.
I just knew that. And you've told us some really valuable stuff, I would say. Is there
Thank you,
anything
Bob.
that you wouldn't say about yourself on stage?
Nah, I'm an open book. I'm an open book. That's one thing about me. I'm very open. There's nothing about I want to say about myself now.
That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Marcus, where can people find you?
My socials by Instagram at Marcus MARCUS underscore the DA underscore comedian, and TikTok's the same as well.
People, that's been Marcus Tisson's. Watch out.
Thank you, mate. Thank you.
All right. Thank you all for watching Behind the Funny, and don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you, brother.